Good morning. Welcome to One on One. I'll call this edition a senior edition. I'm very honored to be back in Columbiana and back at Shelby County High School. I want you to meet an incredible young man who is super talented, involved with a lot of things. I've actually had to find a way to get on his schedule. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet Denisen Justice from Shelby County High School. Denisen, how are you today?
I'm doing good.
Good. Thank you so much for joining me on the show.
Yes, sir.
Last time we missed you, we had a group of your students on the show, and of course, we had to kind of change our schedules a little bit, but we're here today, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, awesome. So, Denison, a couple of things. I know that you're super involved with things that go on here at the school. So, I'm going to name a few, and I want you to add to it if there needs to be some additions. So, National Merit Scholar Finalist, choir, theater, SGA, tennis. Are there other things?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go. Let's hear them.
I have Scholars Bowl and
Wow.
math team.
Okay.
First priority,
Okay.
FCCLA, Beta Club, Key Club, National Honor Society,
Oh, gee,
and Peer Helpers.
man. So that's why it was so difficult for me to get on your schedule, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you've got a lot going on. So, speaking of that busy schedule, talk to us a little bit about how you manage that schedule, kind of a two-part question. And then how do you feel like these things have really enhanced your high school journey?
So I do find it difficult to manage my schedule, especially with the AP classes that I take as well. It's kind of hard to find that perfect balance between extracurriculars and honors academics, but I take it a day, a week, a month at a time.
Sure, sure.
So I will figure out what my plan for the day is. At the beginning of the week, I'll figure out what my plan for the week is, and at the beginning of the month, I'll try to figure out what my plan for the month is.
Sure.
And I just take it as it comes.
Yeah, I like that approach. That's probably an approach that allows you to not put too much pressure on yourself. So, share with us some of the people in your school, in your community that you consider to be like your greatest influences.
So my mother is definitely
Right?
the biggest one up
Okay.
there. She does work here at
Yeah.
the high school. She's the interventionist. But she's always stayed on top of me, not necessarily being like overbearing, but definitely pushing me
Sure.
to do my best. And I know that I wouldn't be where I am right now if she hadn't have been behind me the entire way.
Yeah.
Teachers like Dr. Moore, Miss Kirkendall, Miss Myrick,
Yeah.
various other teachers that have just pushed me to not only explore their subjects, but to develop a passion for it.
Oh, very good. Very good. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, and I know your mom loves you very much, and certainly I know she's proud of the things that you've been able to do. So that means a lot. Um, so I had a conversation with some of your fellow students about the school play. Of course, I've spoken many times about the performance of The Little Mermaid and what a great performance it was, not only for this school and the choir and theater program, but also for the community. Um, and you played the part of Prince Eric. Talk about that experience a little bit and what that meant to you.
All right. So my role as Prince Eric, this was my first major role in a
Right.
play. I'm not in a theater class, but I have been in the spring plays before and in the theater program.
Okay.
It was a big leap, a leap of faith, especially with my schedule. I did not know if I would be able to pull it off or not. But I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Right.
It was such a fun experience, both actually performing the play and being backstage and watching everybody work together with the play.
Yeah. Well, it was amazing the talent. Like everyone had these unique talents that they brought to it, and it was almost like every role there was a perfect fit for that person,
Hmm.
and it was fabulous. And I thoroughly enjoyed watching the little kids who came, because this is a really powerful Disney movie for the littles, and so to see them be so excited, and some of them even dressed in character was really cool.
Yes, sir.
So speaking of the character of Prince Eric, um, how much of that character is like you and what is not like you?
So I definitely think his spirit is like me. Prince Eric is a very outgoing, passionate character, and I feel that I maintain that same energy
Yeah.
sometimes. Um, One difference I do think between me and Prince Eric is he can kind of be a little oblivious sometimes, and I feel like I try to keep more of an awareness about me.
Sure, sure. That's a that's a that's a very reflective thought there. So pretty cool. So tell us and tell the audience a little bit about your plans. What's next for you on your journey?
So I am going to go to Auburn University for college. I plan on majoring in biomedical sciences with a focus in pre health,
Okay.
and I might double major in neuroscience
Okay.
while I'm there.
Wow.
I plan on going to med school. I'm potentially looking at Johns Hopkins University,
Okay.
and I want to be a neurologist.
Wow. Wow. That's awesome. And I wish you the very best in all of those endeavors for sure, because I think that the things that you've been able to do are a demonstration of your efforts to pursue things of that nature. So I wish you the best with that.
Thank you.
Um, what do you feel like is your best advice for a rising ninth grader um, who's coming to Shelby County High School next year from Columbiana Middle? What's your best advice and encouragement as they start their high school journey? Because in a couple of weeks, you'll be walking across the stage and you're at the end. So, what's your best advice for them as they start their journey?
Definitely get involved.
Yeah,
It's a lot easier, a lot more enjoyable of a high school experience if you find somewhere to fit in.
right,
Even if it's just one club, it makes it so much easier to connect to other people and to have fun, to
right,
enjoy
right,
the high school experience. But find somewhere that you're passionate about. Surround yourself with other people similar to you.
right.
Don't be afraid to branch out and meet new people, new ideas, but at least make connections with people like you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you. I think those connections are extremely important in developing the relationships. I think those things really help not just they help our life experience, not just our school experience. So thank you for sharing that. So I want to, before we close the show, I want to ask something of you, okay? I would love to have you close the episode by just playing us a piece on the piano. We have a piano in this theater, so I'd love to be able to close the show with just hearing, you play a piece, because as you mentioned all the things you're involved with, but you didn't mention, and I will mention, that you are a very, very talented pianist. I know you've been playing for a long time.
Yes,
So
sir.
will you do that for us?
Sure.
Thank you. Well, Denison, let me close by saying thank you for being on the show. I think that I'm looking forward to seeing all the things that happen to you. I know you're very focused, you're very busy. You've done a lot of great things in the school. So many people in the building that I've spoken to about you just speak so highly of your character. And I think that is a tremendous compliment to you and your parents and your family, but also to the experiences that you've had here at Shelby County High School. So I wish you the best, and I'm excited to see what's in store for you in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you. And everybody, thank you so much for watching this episode. And this senior edition. An incredible young man. Denisen is the reason that we do the work, and he's one of the students that can help us to continue to pursue the things that we want to pursue, to help create the very experiences that he's spoken of today. And so we're excited about what the future has for him. We look forward to all of our seniors walking across the stage and celebrating their school careers and pursuing their journey. And we will close this episode with hearing a piece played by Denisen. So thank you for being on the show, and take care.